It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
What's happening, everybody? It's Thursday. We almost made it to the weekend. Hold on. Like the song was, hold on, I'm coming. Hold on, the weekend is coming. We are like less than 1 day away. It is a Thursday edition of the Geno Jones Show. Please like, share, and subscribe, and tag, and share the show. The back episodes, back. As a matter of fact, when I say back, I want you to go ahead and binge watch. Them bees are trying to get it, brother. So binge watch too, all my previous episodes. Please like, share, subscribe to the Geno Jones channel right here on YouTube. I do the show live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 5:30 in Chicago, 3:30 out on the West Coast, out in Los Angeles, or maybe out there in Las Vegas, getting your gamble on. All right. Today I got a musical guest. They a R&B, a Southern soul blues group called. These brothers are just so cool. They are doing their thing. Soulful Connection, y'all. It's about to pop off. Really. They got a lot of energy. As a matter of fact, they got a brand new video called Hey, Little Mama. Hey, Little Mama. So you get to see that at the end of the show. All right, speaking of the show, let's get it rolling. Today is day 100. President Joe Biden has been in office for exactly 100 days. 220 shots in arms. A lot of folks got $2,000 in their bank account. Salute to you, President Joe Biden. And last night, President Biden, he addressed the Congress and the nation and really the planet. And afterwards, Senator Tim Scott, a brother from right here in South Carolina, one of the two senators, gave his own rebuttal. And he said, I'm going to paraphrase, but this is the main quote. He said, he looked in the camera. He said, and let me be clear. Look at the camera. Look at me. Let me be very clear. America is not a racist country. Yo, Tim, Senator Scott, my brother, let me holler at you. America, this country, America, was built on the genocide and the violently taking of the land of Native Americans. Then they were put on reservations. They were given blankets with smallpox. Never properly reimbursed for basically their land was jacked. Like somebody came in, can you imagine you living in your house? Somebody comes and they just break in, they just jack your house. And they say, hey, you know what? We discovered your house. We're just going to move in. So, genocide. This country was built on genocide. And let's talk about racism. You say America's not a racist country? Well, wait a minute. The foundation of this country was built on racism, along with the genocide and misogyny and sexism. This country was built, especially economically, off the enslavement of Africans that were sold into slavery from West Africa, brought across the Atlantic Ocean, the transatlantic slave trade. Millions of those Africans didn't even make it to these shores or to the Caribbean. And once we were here, we were enslaved for about 200 years, or maybe longer than that. The first Africans actually got here in 1619 and in 1865. So that's over 200 years of enslavement. Then we were, quote unquote, freed for a few years before the federal government and state brought Jim Crow laws and legalized segregation. All right? America is a country where racism still exists to this second. It exists today, right here, right now, Senator Tim Scott. It exists in banking, in the criminal justice system, from the court system, to how black and brown people are policed differently. Our bodies are policed. Do I need to even go into all the unarmed black men and brown, not just men, women, children, 12-year-old Tamir Rice, 16-year-old recently, Micaiah Bryant, and brown people, 13-year-old Adam Toledo in Chicago, another 22-year-old young man, Hispanic young man in Chicago, shot in the back. Adam Toledo, Hispanic brother, in the mart, shot while he had his hands in the air. Mario Gonzalez in Alameda, California. He was just drunk in the park. And he wound up dead because of these police officers. One put a knee on his neck. No, one put a knee in his back and an elbow on his neck. So racism exists in education, in healthcare, in housing, buying insurance. How is it that my house, I can have the same amount of square feet that you have? Well, not you, Tim Scott. You and I can have the same amount of square foot in terms of our home, of our white neighbor. And that home, the white neighbor's home, will appraise 30, 40% more for the exact same house, just because it's owned by a white person. Companies, banks and insurance companies still to this day practice redlining. Where back in the day they had big maps with zip codes of all the different neighborhoods. And the CEOs and the companies of these banks and these insurance companies would take a red marker and draw a red line around all the zip codes where black people lived. And they would write, we don't loan money, we won't write any insurance policies, we don't do business with anyone that lives inside of these red lines. So racism has always existed, and it still exists. It exists when a black person is walking through a neighborhood and a white woman says, no, you get out of this neighborhood because you're the wrong color. Or a kid is walking with his, he has his Walkman on, he's walking through a neighborhood in Columbia, South Carolina. And an active duty drill sergeant basically beats up the kid, tells him, you got to get out of this neighborhood. You don't belong in the neighborhood. But the kid lives in the neighborhood. So, Brother Scott, with all due respect, you've been miseducated. There was a book called The Miseducation of the Negro, Carter G. Woodson. You've been hoodwinked, my brother. You've been bamboozled, led astray, run amok. The famous words of Brother Malcolm X, rest in peace, power in paradise. And Denzel Washington played him so beautifully, should have got an Academy Award. So they made good, and they gave him the Academy Award for his role in Training Day that he was supposed to get, should have got for Malcolm X, but I digress. So I'm saying, Brother Tim Scott, you've been miseducated, you've been hoodwinked, you've been bamboozled, you've been led astray, run amok, skullduggery, shenanigans. They playing tricks on you. The Ghetto Boys had a song. They had a line in the song, man, homie, my mind's playing tricks on me. Your mind is playing tricks on you, Brother Tim Scott, because racism still exists. But in spite of it, in spite of that, we as black people, like a phoenix rising out of the ashes, we thrive and survive. Just imagine how we would thrive and survive if we still did not live under the vestiges and the siege of white supremacy and white nationalism. The head of the FBI director, Christopher Wray, sat in front of Congress last year and said the biggest domestic terror threat that this country is facing, its greatest enemy, is from within. The biggest threat is the threat from domestic terror, from white supremacists, white nationalists, neo-Nazi groups, new KKK, and white right-wing militia. So racism is alive and well in America, my brother. But in spite of that, as McFadden Whitehead said in an iconic song, Ain't no stopping us now. That's my monologue for today. Let me switch gears and bring my guest on. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest, they are Southern Soul and Blues duo, and as their bios say, they are from the dirt roads of South Kakalaki, a.k.a. South Carolina. These brothers are true showmen. If you haven't seen them on stage, you got to check them out. But you'll get a chance to see them on stage because I'm going to play their brand new video called Hey, Lil Mama. Hey, may I holler at you? Hey, Lil Mama. From their EP, simply entitled BYOB. Bring Your Own Blues on. Let me bring him on camera right now, ladies and gentlemen. My man KD, my man Money C, better known to the world as Soulful Connections.
What's up?
Geno Jones.
What's happening, fellas? I know.
How you doing, sir?
I'm sorry, I was on one, but I'm usually on one every day. So, thank you all for sitting through the monologue. Brother had a few things he had to get off his chest, so I was able to do that.
Positive information.
Hey, man. So listen. So let's talk about, man. Let's go back to the beginning, man. Just tell us, how did Soulful Connections come to being? And you brothers grew up here in South Carolina. Man, just give us your backstory, man. Tell us how it all got started.
Well, first of all, what I'm saying, we high school friends, so we been knew each other.
What
high school? Soulful Connection.
What high school?
Oh, Woodland High.
Okay, all right.
Dorchester, South Carolina.
All right, represent.
Yeah. But we all came into a little rough patch in our life,
It got real dark.
Yeah, real dark patch, man. And the music was something that brought us together, It was something that it helped us get through what we had going on, Mm-hmm. And basically that's just what it is, man. That's just how it goes, man.
So let me ask, so you guys met in high school. So did you guys perform together in high school, or were you in different bands? A lot of times, when I think about Prince, rest in peace, Power and Paradise, and Morris Day and all those guys, so they eventually got together, but I know Terry Lewis of Jam and Lewis, he was in Flight Time, and Jimmy Jam was in another band, and then Prince had a band called Grand Central, and they all kind of, got together. So had you guys formed a band, or did you perform together, or was it a dream you guys had, and did you discuss it, or it?
Well, we actually played midget football, knee high to a grasshopper, like way back.
Okay.
So we've been friends our whole life since childhood. But it was one rainy dark night at our brother Joe Cool house, and we was drinking a few, and I just was going through some things with my woman, and
I just got over a bad breakup with mine.
I was going through some things, and he was going through some things, and we really started singing outside and stuff. And Joe Cool was like, "Hey man, y'all got something right there." So we just kind of stuck with it and kept going with it, and it was like, we singing for my soul, Geno, and it was crying out, and it was like, hey, that's Southern Soul Blues. The soul blues give you a little dance, but the blues, we went through some blues, man.
Right.
So that's kind of how we got it and came up with the name Soulful Connection.
Well, guys, what comes from the heart, be it music, poetry, art, just someone giving a speech, you can think about, great, preachers, pastors, orators, you name it. I always say what comes from the heart touches the heart. So that's the essence of what you all talking about. And we all have a story. That's why I want you to share your story, because everybody's got a story. Everybody has a story. And a lot of times that we can take whatever that pain is and take that pain and turn it into power, and take tragedy and turn it into a triumph, and let that be inspiration and motivation to, like I said, they say like a phoenix rising from the ashes. And that can, what they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So,
yes, sir.
And that's real talk. So
if it's okay, I want to let you know, hey, little mama, that's just a way of us expressing ourselves. It's not the true essence of what we do. But we all know in the music business, you got to do the la-di-da. But we got some stuff that's of substance. I'm talking about, man, we got this song called I Had a Good Girl. Mr. Geno, we in the studio crying. When she said, I don't cry in front of no man. I'm crying. He cried.
It was an emotional moment, man.
And we like, and it's one of our best songs that people love, but, you know, we're going to send you some exclusive music, but we just got to go ahead, little mama, now to let them know, hey, this is what we doing. But then we coming back with the heartfelt music that people really love.
The real blues.
Well, you know what, man? Listen, guys, here's the truth. The truth is we as humans, we are complex. We're not always happy. We're not always sad. We're not always worried. We're not always concerned. You know, and that's the great thing about, you know, you could tell, you know, the great thing about music or a great song, any great song is a story. If you think about it,
right.
Every song that you listen to, that you've ever heard, is somebody's story or story
right.
about
in some type of way.
Right. So, you know, and the great thing is, and you talk about it, so your EP, as a matter of fact, the EP is out now, right? BYOB, Bring Your Own Blues. And what, because when I hear that, I can think of a couple different, you know, that title can have a lot of different meanings like, each individual brings their own blues to the party because, you know, we all have something going on in our life that makes us blue, feel blue, sad and blue.
With that title, we didn't want to follow the typical Southern Soul blues format. You know, we doing that, but we wanted to bring our own blues. We didn't want to sound like nobody else. We didn't want to, you know, most of the time we recorded the music, we tried to not listen to nobody else for almost like a year. So it was hard, but you know, so it's basically us bringing our own version of our blues. And people say, well, y'all don't even look like y'all past 50. You know, these young folks these days going through blues, and it goes back to your monologue. These young kids got blues, but they just saying it in this title, hip hop or rap.
Thank you.
So, you know, that's what we got. Bring your own blues. You want to add, you know.
You were right on the money with that. Now go ahead, man.
Well, like just basically what he was saying, we just got our own style, and we just trying to do something different. We trying to bring something different to the Southern Soul world. We want to, you know what I'm saying? We just want our own sound. Even though it's still Southern Soul, even with the beats, we got the beats just a little bit different, the bass lines and all that. It's just us, and we trying to just change it up just a little bit, bring something totally different.
Hey man, let me share this with you guys. And I'm a motivational speaker, and it's a principle that I live by, and I've shared it with so many people, you know, kids in grade school and high school, college, adults, you know, maybe, you know, gone to different, you know, companies and spoke to people or business people. Nobody can beat you being the best version of yourself. I don't care who it is. Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Barack Obama, Oprah Winfrey, none of them can beat you being the best version of yourself. So you had tapped into it, man. As long as you stay true to yourself and just continue to develop and become the best version of you, nobody can beat you being you. Nobody.
Facts.
So you guys are doing the right thing. So listen, first of all, who were some of your biggest influences musically?
Joe Sam, joking time. Some of these folks might not know about that.
Johnny Taylor.
Yeah.
Of course, Tyrone Davis, man.
Oh, definitely Tyrone Davis.
Ronnie Bell, Tucker, Geno Jones.
Yeah.
Back to some of the old ones like Bobby Rush.
Oh, yeah. No. Ain't she fine?
And then some of your R&B singers like Gerald Levert.
Yeah.
You know, Ron Isley.
Woo, man.
You know what I'm saying? Some of the greatest singers, man. I listen to all types of music.
Yeah.
And their stories.
Absolutely.
So it's just great artists, man. That's what we listen to.
So if I was a genie and I could grant one wish musically in terms of who you guys would be your dream producer, if you guys could get in the studio and say, hey man, I want to work with so-and-so, bring us some of your beats, who would that producer, or it could be more than one, but like the first name that comes to your mind, who would be that dream producer that you would love to work with?
I say Soulful Connections because we make our own music too.
Well, we know. Like I said, nobody can beat you all being the best version of yourself. So y'all in a separate category. So we know that.
It got to be Dr. Dre for me. It got to be Dre.
I love Dre. I love Dre.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah, no doubt about
it. Who you feel?
I'm not sure, man. There's so many out there. It's great, man.
Now listen.
You got one wish. One wish.
One wish, though.
You know what? I'm sorry. I take that back. Dre, we love you. I got to go with you said. Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, man. You can't go wrong with that.
And it's funny. It's funny that you said that because I was just about to say, if I got a wish, I'm going to lobby for my boys because you all, after seeing your video and seeing the energy that you all have on stage, personally, now this is just my take visually. I don't know if there was any influence or connection, and even though it's only 2 of you all, it's not 7, but the same energy and the showmanship, it puts me in. It's like you all are like a Southern blues version of like the time. It's almost like
Morris Day.
Yeah, y'all got that same. That's because the great thing about if you think about it, when you think about Morris Day and Jerome and the time, it's just their showmanship on stage, the energy. I mean, Morris with the pimpology, yes, and Jerome breaking out the mirror. Morris being Mr. Pretty Ass. He got his hair laid and everything, but it's entertainment, man. And God, man, listen, guys, and I know we all the last year has just been. I think the whole planet needs like group therapy because what we've gone through with COVID. Either we got COVID or we were afraid of getting COVID or we were worrying praying that somebody in our family that we love didn't either get it or die from it. Many of us know people and lost family members and friends that died from COVID. Definitely. Many of us lost money. You guys as performers like me, venues were closed, so you couldn't go and perform. So I'm saying all that to say that now that we can see a light at the end of the tunnel and we're getting through this. God, the world, man, they can't wait to go back to venues and open air venues and concert halls. So that energy that you all got, man, it's gonna be medicine. It's gonna be therapy. Maybe medicine and therapy for you all, but I know it's gonna be medicine and therapy for so many people that just need a break from everything and all the unarmed black men, women, and children being shot by police. It's overwhelming, man.
Mr. Geno.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we lost some people real close to us during the COVID time, man.
I lost my father.
Oh, no.
During that, I mean.
July 10th last year, man.
And we went through some bad times. And what we did was try to take that energy and make a song crying out to God, whoever your God is that you may believe in, the ultimate master, the creator. We made a song, and Lord, I'm trying to make it, but I just don't know how. I'm tired of struggling. Wow. Can you send your blessings down? When we put that out there, and a lot of people didn't really know how to take it, but for those that knew what it was, sometimes you got to pray for people, and they don't know what's going on. So we put that out there as a prayer to the community. That was what we was going through and trying to shift our energy back into the music instead of just acting out,
Right.
Yes. Oh, man, that is.
During that time of making that song, I was going through it, man, losing my father.
If you pull that video up, you'll see
my father
in the beginning.
He's on the front, on the cover of it, you know what I'm saying? As soon as it come on, we lost him in the same time of making that song. Man. And I think that song is what helped me, you know what I'm saying, just get through a lot. Because I was down about that, man. It was like I was like my best friend, man. And
from COVID, man.
Yeah, and then I lost him to COVID, man. Yeah. COVID came in my house and didn't even knock on the door, bro. Wow. And it's like, but this music, man, it uplifts me, man. Yes. It helps me go through and it give me something to, you know what I'm saying, just something to hold on to,
Man, listen, Man, my heart, listen, rest in peace, power, and paradise. But let's honor your dad, man. Let's say his name. What's his name, man? And tell us a funny story. Tell us something that's gonna make you smile. Cause you know, Dad is he gonna be at the concert. He gonna be at the venue. You won't see him, but I guarantee you, he gonna be there when y'all do your next show. And I know, cause his spirit now is in you, man. He is living his spirit is living vicariously through you. So, man,
definitely.
Let's honor him. Let's say his name. And tell us a funny story, a great memory that'll put a smile on your face about your dad, man.
One good memory, but his name was Clarence Johnson. That's my father's name. And one good story that I can remember, and it was recently, a little while before he passed. It was one of the ones when we was out there. It was me and my partner that sang together with me right here. We was outside in my yard, and we turned on one of the records that we had a beat for, and we was doing a little dance move, and he was like, "Oh man, that ain't how you do it. You gotta show y'all how we do it back in the day." And then he started cutting his little steps across the yard. You remember that? And I was like, man, and that was one time my father really showed me, man, that he appreciated and loved what we are doing, because he used to sing for a gospel group, the New Jerusalem Gospel Singers.
Really?
Back in the day. Quartets.
Wow.
Oh, but he showed me right then that he appreciated and loved what we had going on. And I was like, man, you know what? I'm doing this for you, Dad, man. You know?
Wow. Yes, sir. Say his name one more time. Let's honor my man.
Clarence Johnson.
Clarence Johnson, brother. Rest in peace, power, and paradise. But
yes,
listen, you did a hell of a job. I tell people all the time, our kids are a reflection of us. They're like a resume. They're like a business card. They represent you. So you are representing your dad, man, in a powerful way. So apparently, you know, he did a hell of a job. So I tip my hat to your dad and to your mom. So listen, let me shift gears before I had to let you all run. Let's talk about your new single, Hey, Little Mama. So what's the story behind the song?
Well, hey, Little Mama. It's one of them country things that brothers say. Well, where we from, we be like, hey, little mama. Little mama. But it's like now we want to bridge the gap, because we be going out. We don't go to them young clubs. When we go out, we go to the Southern Soul. And these women that's, 40 plus, they moving like little mamas. So it's like, hey, little mama. So we like, oh, snap. Hey, little mama. Hey, little mama. So we tried to bridge the gap, and just have a good time and just, say things very respectfully. So don't call me little mama, I ain't little mama. But in the chance, while we dancing and having a good time, you can be little mama. Just drop that thing for me, baby. So.
Right. And listen, it's a fun song, man. I mean, it's the spirit. It's a spirit of fun and happiness. And like I said, with everything that we've gone through in the last year, man, we need to smile, and we need something and somebody to make us smile, and just to kind of escape, even if it's just for a couple hours, just to kind of let your hair down, man, and just celebrate life, because tomorrow's not promised to nobody, man. So it's all about a celebration. And I got to say this, you guys can answer this question for me. I don't know who the casting director was, but he or she did a hell of a job with the casting, if you know what I'm saying.
Mr. Johnson and Candyman.
Oh, did he? Okay. Shout out to Candyman out there in Cross. That's my man, Grown Folks Lounge. And shout out to Cedric. I saw you guys were at the Chucktown too. So doing your thing.
Mr. Johnson, they did that.
They did their thing. Because the beautiful thing about us as black people and our culture, man, our beauty comes in all shades and sizes and shapes. And y'all made sure that every part of the African diaspora was represented.
Right. No one out.
We talking trash on that record, but the grown and sexy, this is a chance to really get down and have a good time. You ain't gotta be worrying about who watching you.
Thank you.
You might have prestige. This your time to let your head down. You grown and sexy.
That's right.
And do it how you do it. So that's why we got the Hey Little Mama challenge coming up. We got a lot of things we're trying to do with this video. It's just the beginning.
Well, I like that. Wait a minute. Tell me as much as you can. Tell me. Let's talk about that Hey Little Mama challenge. Give me some more detail. Give all the viewers some details, because it's probably some little mamas out there watching like, oh, what? Hey, Lil Mama Challenge, what's that
Well,
all about?
the crazy part about it, the young girls taking it for them. Yeah, the young girls can get involved, but it's like a lot of ladies, 40, 50, even 60, sending us videos. We ain't posting them all yet. But they showing us that they can have a good time. So it's like, hey, Little Mama Challenge is really about you doing your thing and being grown and sex, however you do it.
I love
It
it.
ain't no certain way to do the dance.
Yeah, ain't really no dance, so just do your thing.
Just groove. You know what I'm saying?
Just do your thing.
Hey,
Drop it how you drop it.
thank
You know?
Hey, what did I say a few minutes ago? Nobody can beat you being the best version of yourself.
Right.
You all just said it right there. So, Lil Mama, just do you. Just do the best version of you. Whatever you do you.
Right.
Hey, you do you very well.
Hey man, like you brothers too. As a matter of fact, so I got one request. So when you all officially have the Halo Mama Challenge, I'm nominating myself because I call myself not the king of MCs. So when y'all do the Halo Mama Challenge, please holler at your boy because I'd love to be in the building when y'all do the Halo Mama Challenge.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Listen, I'm about to play the video for those who haven't seen it yet. Halo Mama. It's really a fun video. Listen, guys. Man, KD, Money C. May God continue to bless and have favor on you and your family. Once again, rest, peace, power, and paradise. Let's say his name one more time, man. We respect
Clarence Johnson.
That's right, brother Clarence Johnson. We are celebrating your life. Every time your sons get on the stage, he is celebrating not just his life, but he is celebrating your life and everything that you poured into him. So we're gonna have a big smile. There may be a day or two, and that's okay, where you have a tear in your eye. Because one thing I did want to say on a serious note, we especially black men, a lot of times we'll shame each other when something's hurting our heart, and we really need to let that emotion out. Crying is not a sign of weakness; it's a sign of strength. It shows that you're human, that you have a heart, and that you have a sense of humanity and compassion and empathy. And damn, if you couldn't cry for somebody like your dad that poured so much into you, that would say something about you. You should. But the good thing is, and I had to get President Biden, I've heard him say this. As a matter of fact, I heard him say it here in person, here in Charleston, South Carolina. About 14 months ago, he was here in the Low Country last March. And he told someone that had just lost somebody. He said, one day, there'll become a day to where when you think about that person, a smile will come across your face before a tear comes down your eye.
Ooh, Lord help us.
That's good words there, bro.
So,
Mr. Geno, can I add one thing?
yes,
before
sir. You
roll
sure
the
can.
video?
Absolutely.
I just want to put it out there. We all got a past, man, and we got a bumpy road past. I'm telling you for real, man.
Definitely.
We've been through some bad things and good things, but somebody always gonna have something to say. And I just want to say, look at what we're doing now. Don't judge us by our past. We paid a lot of debts by going through the things we have gone through, and this is a new leaf. So if you want to hold on to the past for whoever this is, you can hold on to that. But we moving forward, and we got positive vibes and positive energy. And that's all I just want to say. So,
well, Katie and
Soulful Connections.
Katie and Money C, let me say this. It's not how you start. It's not where you start. It's how you finish. And we all are tested. Test gives you a testimony. So you got a testimony. And success is the best revenge. And right now, you brothers are very successful. And this is just the beginning. You haven't even scratched the surface. So I'd say, I would just a thought, and this is just the spirit put it on my heart. You brothers should do a documentary because you got a story to tell. And like you said, there's been pain and heartache, and there's been mistakes made. But like I said, who we were doesn't determine who we will become. You get to determine your own destiny, and you two brothers are living proof of that. So that's a testimony, man. So you put together.
Mr. Geno, We gonna do that.
I like that.
We just got the new toy, baby.
I
so
like
the
that.
documentary on the way.
I see. I like that. I like that. Because here, I'm gonna close by saying this. If you weren't doing anything, folks would be quiet as a church mouse. So when the haters get to chirping, when they start bumping the gums, it means you must be doing something. Because if you wasn't doing nothing, then they wouldn't even talk about you. They wouldn't even know you existed. So keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry. The haters will become the celebrators, because when they see you getting the Grammy and the Soul Train Music Awards, some of these same haters, they gonna claim you. You gonna have cousins and brothers and sisters and aunts and uncles that you didn't even know you had. They gonna be like, "Ooh, Soulful Connection, Katie, Money, see that's why." They gonna folks who wouldn't even speak to you. All of a sudden, y'all gonna be, man, that's my boy. We've been tight. You gonna be like, who? What? Y'all, come on, man. Let's keep it. You know how that's how life is. Man. So
real.
Just keep doing what you're doing. Like I said, keep being the best version of yourself. Do you guys have any dates? Because it looks like we're getting on the other side of COVID. Do you have any upcoming dates where you're going to be performing here in the Low Country or just anywhere throughout the country you want to let everybody know about?
We got Houston on the 25th of June.
Yeah, 25th.
We got a big birthday bash. We got something in negotiation around here, but we're trying to put it together the right way and make it worth the while.
Gotcha.
We got Alabama, Birmingham. That's following the next week in Houston. So we're gonna start posting it, but we're trying to get the band right and everything. You know, we keeping it real, man. You know, some of the band members, they've been falling off too. So hey, trying to get it right.
That's all part of life, man.
But we working, Mr. Geno, and want to send a special shout out to Joe Nice too, because he showed us a lot of love, man.
Definitely.
He's a good brother.
A lot.
Shout out to
we got that. We got Joe Nice.
Shout out to Joe.
Sure.
He's a good brother, man. And you guys are good brothers too. I'm proud of you. Let everybody know where they can follow you on social media.
Well, Instagram at One Soulful Connections, Facebook, Soulful Connections Music, and TikTok, Soulful Connections.
All right. KD, Money C, Soulful Connections coming to a stage near you.
Yes, sir.
And get ready. Halo Mama, what's the Halo Mama Challenge? What is it again?
Halo Mama Challenge going down.
Halo Mama Challenge. I didn't mean to put y'all on the spot, but I was volunteering my services or just putting myself up to be high for the night because I was the one to be in the building. And I figured,
hey, do you think, bro?
Oh, we got something planned. We got you.
All right, good deal, man.
Thank you, brother.
Hey, no, thank you all, man. Look, it's been a heavy week. It's been a heavy year. So I needed to laugh, man. So I was so happy shout out to Letitia. Thank you, Letitia, for being the plug for these brothers.
Shout out, Letitia.
Yeah. Thank you to Brother Johnson. So listen, man, you all put a smile on my face. My mom is my biggest fan. She watches every episode. So I know she's been laughing, cracking up, smiling. You put a smile on her face. So anybody that can put a smile on my mother's face is near and dear to my heart, man. Nothing but love and respect to you, brothers. KD, Money C, Soulful Connection. So listen, you got a home. You always got a platform. So when you want to launch the competition or you releasing some new music, you want to make an announcement about touring or whatever, look, I'm a phone call away. You always got a home here on the Geno Jones Show. Thank you, brothers.
Yes, sir. That's great, man. Thanks.
I appreciate y'all, man. Be blessed. Have a good evening.
You too, man.
You too, Mr. Geno. Much love, baby.
Take care.
All right. That's good brothers. My dudes. KD and Money C, Soulful Connection. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you. God, most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show daily, live, right here on my YouTube channel, Monday through Friday live, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 5:30 in Chicago, 3:30 out in Las Vegas or Los Angeles, the city of angels. Los Angeles, come on, Lakers, y'all got it. LeBron, bruh, man, we need you back on the court, bruh. Let the ankle heal. I'm with you. I know we want you healthy for the playoffs and the NBA Finals, bruh. We need you, man. We need you back on the court, Brian. All right, come on. King James, Brother, I need to see you on that court, man. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like, share, subscribe, share, and post all my episodes. Binge watch all my back episodes. If you'd like to be a sponsor of the Geno Jones Show, if you'd like to advertise, I'd be honored to have you as a sponsor. I'd be honored to have you advertise. If you're looking for the king, a pitch man, I'd love to pitch your product, your good, your service. So just give me a call, Geno Jones. I should say, well, reach out to me right here on my YouTube channel or email me, GenoJonesShow@gmail. That's how you spell Geno with a G and an E. Shout out to Mark Hill Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check him out on IG, on Instagram, Kel B. Cuttin, KelBeCuttin. Shout out to Mr. Bruce Gage. Yes, shout out to the official wardrobe stylist and consultant, keeping the gear right for the Geno Jones Show. You can just do an Instagram search, Bruce Gage, Gage. Search Bruce Gage on Instagram, or also go to flyballthestore.com. I love each and every one of you. I really do. Thank you for watching. Mother, you know I love you. I love you more than life itself because I know you're watching. All right, everybody. Tomorrow, Friday, the Week in Review edition of the Geno Jones Show. We're going to have a special guest going to be talking about a documentary coming out called Chicago. It's about the city of Chicago, called Chicago. So we'll have the producer of the documentary and some other, maybe one of the actors or actresses, but I know we're going to have a couple people from this, a part of producing this documentary about Chicago. And my weekly contributor, Miss Keela Carson, my regular guest, she'll be joining me also. All right, everybody. Have a great evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are watching this, all over the planet, whatever time it is. Once again, thank you for watching, and until tomorrow, Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, I'll be live right here. Once again, thanks for watching.
Better video, Geno.
And closing the show today, the brand new video. My guys, Soulful Connection. Hey, little mama. Have a good day.
God, these out. Hey, where you going at? In the club. That's your mama.
I want everybody on the dance floor, 'cause y'all can have a soulful connection, baby.
This ain't for them young girls. This ain't for no young. You gotta be grown and sexy, baby. You gotta be grown and sexy, baby. This ain't for no young girl. This ain't for them young. You gotta be grown and sexy, baby. You gotta be grown and sexy, baby. Hey, little mama, what you say, little mama? Can you drop that thing over this way, little mama? Say, hey, little mama, what you say, little mama? Can you drop it this way, little mama? Say, hey, little mama, what you say, little mama? Can you drop that thing over this way, little mama? Say, hey, little mama, what you say, little mama? Can you drop it this way, little mama? Say, hey, little mama, hey, little mama, can you drop that thing down for me? Can you drop that thing for me? Hey, little mama, hey, little mama, can you drop that thing down for me? Won't you drop that thing for me?
No, I cannot let y'all in tonight.
Well, we're getting in here tonight, period. Right.
Hey, man, rules are rules. I can't let y'all in tonight.
Watch, we got.
Yo!
Hey, fine. We're gonna get here tonight.
Watch, we got.
Get here tonight. Fine like that. Gotta go in. Over the door.
Hey, little mama, what you say, little mama? What move that thing? What work that thing? Wiggle just a bit now, drop that thing. Oh my God, girl, you hot as flame. She can take it to the floor, she can bring it up slow, she can make that thing roll. Little mama, she a pro, yeah, it's grown over here. Little girls gotta go, yeah, it's grown over here. She ain't twerking no more. Your lip, your eyes, your thighs, little mama caught me by side, surprise, little mama. Got me hypnotized, little mama. Oh, sexy, baby. This ain't for no young girl. This ain't for them young girls. You gotta be grown and sexy, baby. You gotta be grown and sexy, baby. Hey, little mama, what you say, little mama? Can you drop that thing over this way, little mama? Say, hey, little mama, what you say, little mama? Can you drop it this way, little mama? Say, hey, little mama, what you say, little mama? Can you drop that thing over this way, little mama? Say, hey, little mama, what you say, little mama? Can you drop it this way, little mama? Say, hey, little mama, hey, little mama, can you drop that thing down for me? Can you drop that thing for me? Hey, little mama, hey, little mama, can you drop that thing down for me? Won't you drop that thing for me?
Soulful Connections, y'all. Soulful Connections.
Hey, thank y'all for the opportunity, everybody.
Make sure y'all follow them on social media, Soulful Connections. They all over the place.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.